It's Custom Robo, everyone! Hello and welcome to the Let's Play of Custom Robo for the Nintendo GameCube. My name is Matthew. I am joined by Spencer. I got it right.
Hey guys.
That was a struggle.
You did get it right.
Because internet names suck, especially when you call someone an internet name forever.
It's okay. People started calling me Lack in real life, so it's okay.
Okay, so he's Lack, I'm Martyr or Cinemartyr, depending on where you know me from. I am playing the game. We're already missing stuff because it doesn't really matter. It's story stuff. This is a flashback anyway.
I don't even know what kind of game Custom Robo is.
That is going to be a fun experience for you.
I am so blind right now.
Especially
it's
when
my birthday.
80% of the game is tutorial.
I love it. I love everything about it. I feel like I'm playing The Void all over again.
I kind of mean that sincerely because, so it's a battle game. You battle with robots that you can customize, hence the Custom Robo part.
Well,
it's a good name.
Too much sense.
And until like the story really gets going, you're still getting hints and tips before each fight. And that's like 80% into the game.
I love it so much. Is there at least a sandbox mode, or is it like 20% of the game is you know what to do now?
So we are just playing the story mode. The sandbox mode comes after you beat the game.
Okay, so there's one.
There is one. If this is successful, or if you like it, or if I just get bored sometime, I'll probably record the sandbox mode as well. And we can do a sequel.
Hey, I'm all for sequel if it's a good LP.
Yeah. So basically, this is a flashback. You're a child, and your father is leaving you forever.
Oh, so this is in fact just Neon Evangelion?
Sure.
Genesis?
Sure. Anime sucks, but sure.
Don't worry, I don't watch any anime either.
I say that as we'll see some of the anime reactions in this game.
Oh my gosh.
So there are blank boxes beside all the text right now. Those are eventually filled with faces, and some of them are very expressive faces. It's wonderful.
Is this animu?
Yes. I don't know what that means, though, because that's not a real word.
It's just like anime, but like so anime it hurts.
I hate it. So yeah, your father just left you, and it's really, really sad.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't even have a face yet.
It's true. It's because we don't actually get to customize our protagonist. That was a lie. See? Faces.
I don't know how I feel about this or this voice.
I don't really like this character, considering she is your landlord, and she wakes you up. She just breaks into your apartment and wakes you up.
I mean, I have a friend who claims her landlord does this, so clearly it's based in reality.
I would still hate it, though.
Oh, I hate the concept, too.
Because if I am an adult man-child, I want to be woken up myself. And that is what I'm role-playing as in this game.
Okay.
Even though I look like a teenager.
I mean, me too, thanks.
So basically, we have been slumming it forever. We haven't had a job since our dad left several years ago. And now we're actually going to do that.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I have also played an anime adventure game that started exactly the same way.
Which game is that?
I do not remember at all. But I get the feeling it's a common start.
Yeah, so that's us. We look awesome. We're using some Pokemon Coliseum graphics here. I think it's the same engine, actually.
I mean, if it's a fighting game, then I mean that yeah.
It's a different
like
kind of fighting game.
A battle game, I mean, yeah.
I don't actually hate the graphics of this. I mean, I don't think it's aged terribly.
Yeah, no, like the faces give me nightmares, but you know, that's standard.
It's anime. It has to do that.
Like both of them, even the hand-drawn one, I'm still like, why? This will haunt my dreams.
Yeah. And some of them get really reactive. It's great.
Oh boy.
And what are you saying about the voices? They're all different. That's cool.
Yeah, but the voice within itself is not. I've been spoiled by like games that like do this type of voice, but they have like different pitches within the same sentence.
Yeah, it doesn't do that, but at least it does differentiate each one. That's something.
All right, so on a scale of 0 to Navi, where's this?
Well, Navi's annoying. and I hate Navi, and The Legend of Zelda they're all bad games. So this is better.
Wow, already kicking off with the hot takes.
I have never had a hot take in my life.
I haven't
built
either,
a brand
so
on
it's
it
fair.
or anything, so it's fine.
Oh my gosh.
So, speaking of Legend of Zelda, I actually got this game with a Legend of Zelda game. I didn't own this game as a child for a while, and then I had a friend who had it, and he was done with his GameCube. He moved on to the Xbox 360. I'm like, this game's still awesome. So I traded him, I think it was an Xbox 360 game, for this and the cel-shaded Zelda game. Was that Wind Waker?
I think it was Wind Waker. I don't want to play Zelda.
I never actually played it, but I played this game, and I got both of them at the same time. And apparently, they're both kind of valuable now. So go me, good trade.
I am just tickled that I know someone who got a Legend of Zelda game and Custom Robo, and they played tons of Custom Robo and no Zelda.
I own a lot of Zelda games, and I've played 0 of them. Like, I own both of the N64 ones. I own Wind Waker. I'll probably buy that new one that people like for the Switch.
Oh yeah, the Breath of the Wild.
Sure. So
We're really bad at this whole Nintendo thing.
I mean, I played Custom Robo. What are you talking about? This is one of the best Nintendo games.
I mean, so far I've not seen anything to tell me different.
Exactly. And you haven't even seen the actual gameplay. Look at how it doesn't think we know how to play the game. It put a big arrow over the guy we have to talk to. Say,
And
he's our boss.
It'll keep doing that all the way till the 80% mark. I love it.
It doesn't do the arrow a whole lot. So this also has dialogue trees.
Oh no, he's expressing.
Precisely one of them matters in the entire game.
Really? That's impressive. That's even Tomb Raider 6 did better than that.
Like, you know those games where you make a joke? And
Why
it's
is this happening? What? No, stop. Thank you for stopping.
So you know those games where it's like it gives you the option of choice, but like none of your choices really matter?
Yeah.
Like most of them.
Yeah.
This game doesn't even really have the pretense of it because it changes like one line of dialogue and then it just goes on with what it was going to do anyway. Except
Right.
in one instance. And that comes way, way, way the heck down the line. And I did the funnier one.
Good. Even like for Tomb Raider 6, the worst Tomb Raider, at least you could get killed by saying the wrong thing.
Yeah, this game's not going to do that.
Oh.
I know.
Why is it like Bethesda?
I think some of them are funny though. Like at least it gives the appearance of being funny. Like
I mean, that's my favorite kind of humor is attempted humor.
the unfortunate thing is that so basically the funniest ones come the guy on the left is Harry and he'll be your partner and he's the one who gives you all of the tutorial tips.
Oh
And
no.
Afterwards he's always like, "Hey, did you understand what I said?" And it gives you a yes, a no, and then a third one which is generally supposed to be funny. But if you click
Okay.
on the third one, he repeats himself.
Oh no.
Regardless of what you say, like you can slag him off or like insult him to his face and he'll just be like, "Ha, that's funny. By the way, this is what I meant."
Amazing.
So
And so, hold on. So he's our tutorial boy? He's the one who's going to tell us everything?
most things, yeah.
Then why is he the most expressive?
He's not. He is so far.
Oh no!
There are a couple of the pictures from the protagonist here who is pretty great. Also, that
Okay,
one.
I'm already turning around. These are great.
They add to it. There's
That one's not great. This one's fine.
there's only like, I don't know, 5 to 10 per person though, but still.
I mean, I have seen a coworker do this before, and this is exactly how it goes.
So yeah, we aren't even hired yet, but we're gonna go do work for him because that's who we are.
Okay, I did this once, and everyone was telling me I was probably getting scammed.
Yeah.
I wasn't being scammed, but this guy's probably being scammed.
Well, let's just say this. You don't see a single bit of money throughout this entire game. So I'm not
On the bright
entirely-
side, you get some custom robos, so at least there's that.
That's true, but we also, well, we'll see. But we kind of scam our way into one a little bit.
Okay, I mean, if we have no money, then what are we left with?
It's a good question. I think
That
the
was
society bases itself on custom robos, so we should just get one, like, from birth.
I mean, fair enough. Now, okay, so something that I'm appreciating here is that this is a game that allows people to have multiple reaction panels in a single sentence.
Yeah, it's really cool how they just kind of switch depending on what they're actually saying.
But so far, it seems to be abusing its power.
It's fine. What are you talking about?
It's fine because you say it's fine?
Yeah. I
Oh
don't
boy!
have a problem with it. So yeah, he is the Brock of this game, if that makes sense.
I mean, I think I watched like a single episode of Pokemon,
That's
so
enough.
I think I can figure that
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
He is attracted to all of the women.
Okay, yeah, perfect.
Yeah, and he is cartoonishly attracted to all of the women.
Difference is that Brock was like a beefy dude, and this guy is.
I mean, Brock
I can
was
see
still like 15.
I mean, also that.
I don't know how old the characters in this game are actually supposed to be, considering it's a Japanese
There's no
game,
way he's 15.
probably somewhere between 10 and 30.
I like how we do have to go with that range.
Yeah. Don't be mean.
We're bounty hunters.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they did the red text there, considering you don't see red text a whole lot. Like, green text is tutorial text, and blue text is like, this is an important thing, remember it text. But red text, you don't really see a whole lot in this game. Also, I think like 4 of the women in this game, that's the shot that introduces them. It's like legs up.
I mean, could be worse. Could have been boobs out.
That's true. But I still think it's funny that there just isn't a diversity of shots to introduce the characters, or the female characters.
I mean, honestly, at this point, probably face out would be bad too, because these faces are much too static.
It was fine for 2004.
I mean, it was fine for 2004, but maybe they were very forward-thinking.
Maybe. It was robots. This is a society that takes place in the future.
That feeling where the real reason that the singularity is bad is because it makes all our faces go completely plastic.
You never know. It hasn't happened yet.
It hasn't happened yet.
Also, what's kind of great is there's actually a spiritual successor to this game in the works.
I need it. I haven't even seen the game yet, and I still need
yeah,
it.
You haven't seen a single bit of the actual gameplay. We have been on rails for 90% of the walking so far, too.
That's... Oh, man. That's just, this is already something real special.
But yeah, once you see the actual gameplay, which we're going to get to, I swear, probably soon, they're apparently making a game that has the same gameplay for the Nintendo Switch, and I'm super excited for it.
Watch this be the thing that makes me buy a Switch.
Oh, if this is the thing that makes you buy a Switch, it's worth it. I love this game. Like, in terms of GameCube games that I've played, I need to put that aside.
Oh no, no, I cannot.
Is that expressive enough for you?
That was That was a nice 99% expressive.
But yeah, in terms of GameCube games I've played, this is probably in my top, like, 5?
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good. I mean, I haven't played a ton of GameCube games. I only had, like, 10 of them as a child, but I rented a bunch, and most of the ones I rented weren't good. Remember when people rented games? Remember in the far reaches of 2005 when you could go to Rogers Video or Blockbuster and
oh my gosh, Rogers Video
and rent a video game?
Oh my. I feel like I'm 5 all over again.
According to YouTube statistics, most of the people who watch YouTube are like teenagers and children, so that might actually be news to some of them.
Oh no!
What is
but
this
yeah, I was
video store?
I was a PC child. I started out in DOS because I'm really old.
Yeah, I had consoles because they're easier.
My dad was like, "No, if you're going to waste your time on games, you might as well learn something while trying to make them run."
So that just taught us what we're fighting in. You fight in a Holoseum. Which
I like and hate everything about that word.
Yeah. So basically, it's
Holoseum.
Just an arena.
Okay.
And they look different a bunch of the times. Some of them have
Okay.
stage hazards and stuff. It actually gets kind of... Some of them are really neat. And they're just arenas that you fight in with your custom robos.
Alright, though. I mean, that explains how they can get away with what doesn't look to be the most massive of maps.
Yeah,
This
they're
woman's
pretty
voice!
confined. What's wrong with it? It's dots. Yeah, that's all of them.
Yeah, but that specific pitch is like fine-tuned to make me upset.
So yeah, we finally actually get to maybe do something. We still
Whoa.
don't have a robot, so I don't know why they're like, hey, go help. But hey, that might be a robot contained in there. Maybe. Oh, and he died.
Oh.
Yeah, Harry's
well,
just dead.
Okay, well, I'll enjoy his ghost giving us tutorials.
Oh, there he is. So yeah, this is the only time I think that someone actually loses a fight because they talk to someone not fighting. They're like, oh, don't distract me, but people get distracted more often than this in the game.
Does someone try to distract us?
No, I don't think so.
You don't even have a robo. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
That's-
weird. We still don't even have a name, by the way.
I couldn't tell if that was a smug face or a whoopsie face.
Just both. So, this game puts a lot of detail into, like, the world and, like, how all this functions, and none of it matters.
I mean, I guess if they were going for a franchise, it might pay out.
They should have. I feel like they made a DS game after this. Pretty sure they did. But I never played it, because the Nintendo DS was bad. Except for Pokemon.
Ah, never change, Martyr.
I mean, I played Nintendogs?
Yeah, just press it. Don't
Yeah.
ask Harry. I don't need him yelling at me right now.
I mean, he's already established himself as kind of inept.
Yeah.
So... I actually think the dialogue in this game is kind of funny. Like, legitimately funny, not just bad funny.
Yeah, like, did you just do an eye scan registration? Actually landed correctly after I read exactly enough information
Yeah.
to make that land.
Yeah. And the don't be mean thing already, and... Okay, so now we
All right,
have
well,
a
he's
custom robot.
given up, and now it's our job now to own this dude.
Yeah, exactly. And we are using the previously secret project Custom Robo, which, for some reason, is the worst Custom Robo. Like, you know how in RPGs you start with, like, base 1 everything, and you have to
I mean,
upgrade
yeah,
after?
that's how RPG progression works.
Yeah,
so.
but story-wise, they were developing this super secret Robo, and it's garbage.
Martyr, they weren't dumb.
Shush. So yeah, this should just be the only tutorial. Like, we have to fight all of the dudes in this place. That should be enough tutorial. But then...
Wait, no, there's 4 of them, and they got 3 guards on him. Why are we... Does he give us a tutorial for every single?
Yes.
Good.
Yeah, it's pretty great. Like, so far,
Good.
all we know how to do is move and shoot. Got it, don't got it, I think I got it. And if you put I think I got it, or any of the third options, he'll just repeat himself. And it's really annoying.
That's great.
So I
oh,
didn't-
zoom, zoom, bang, bang.
He's actually mentally, I think, 5.
Okay, I mean, I can appreciate that.
So guess what we get
Ooh.
to finally do?
We
Play
get to
the
custom
video
our
game.
robo.
No, we don't have any parts yet.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's...
But hey, we get to fight.
Yeah. So we're the red one. They're the blue one. We just have the most basic of things.
Okay.
And we go beat this guy. And yes, my frames died a little bit.
I mean, it happens to the best of us.
Yeah. It doesn't happen after this fight, and it was my fault for that, but whatever.
Hey, this is your first time, like, maining a LP, so, you know,
This
there
is
is
my
forgiveness.
first time playing a video game.
Also that.
So basically, I'll explain it before the tutorial does, because I'm good at this game. You have a gun, you have bombs, you have pods, and you have a dash button.
Okay.
All they've taught you so far is gun and move.
This seems like it would be very difficult to do with just gun and move.
It's not, because I did it as a child. I didn't use pods or bombs at all. I used dash, though. Dash is really good because it automatically downs them.
Okay. Oh wait, hold on. You're red.
I'm red.
Okay, that's why I was a bit worried for a second there.
You're like, wow, you really suck at this game.
I'm good at this game, he said as he got absolutely owned.
No, I was red. So everyone starts with 1,000 health, and everything does different damages depending on what type of guns you're using, the different bombs, etc. And when we get to the next battle, I'll show you how you determine whether or not you're gonna down somebody.
Okay. Well, it's a good thing these burglars are just standing around.
They're not really burglarizing, are they? More tutorial.
He'll be worn out, and that's why he has the full 1,000 hit points, right?
Yeah, I think that's kind of garbage, how everyone... I mean, they're weak and they're really bad AI, but they still have full health. I could lose. But I'm not gonna lose.
Martyr losing. I don't believe it.
So I've already recorded all this game, and we're just doing post-recording. Just a little behind the scenes. I died in this game, not just once.
But twice.
Yeah, exactly twice. And I didn't edit it
perfect.
out. We'll actually get to see why. We can analyze it. We can do the sports commentary.
So we're gonna one-up me and my Mirror's Edge LP where I died like 30 times but only kept in one?
Yeah. Well, I'm not a liar. I don't
Hey,
deceive the audience. Also,
I admitted that I died.
deaths where one of them was bad and then one of them was to the hardest part of the game, so I'll accept that one. There's not a lot of difficulty in this game because everyone starts at the same amount of health, and it's basically just, do you know how to dodge things?
Yeah.
So you see those 3 bars above the 1,000 or above their health?
Yeah.
So when those drop to 0, that's when they go down.
Okay.
Dashes automatically down them. Other stuff, it depends on your build. Like, he's a bulkier dude, so my gun doesn't really take out a whole lot.
Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter, like, what you're doing to them when that bar runs out?
No,
Which calculates their damage?
Yeah, they'll just go down, and then you get a couple of free shots when they're down.
Oh, okay, I see.
But those shots do less damage, just because, to try to balance it, I guess. But yeah, like, that dash did 103 plus damage. But if you dash them while they're down, it only does another 40.
You know that feeling where you go down, but you actually go way up?
Yeah, it's great. So yeah, me, having never played a Custom Robo before, I just killed 2 burglars. And the police squad are all dying.
Police. Police, please.
This is actually social commentary on the futility of the police force.
Martyr, I need you to not.
The police force actually plays a pretty heavy part in this game.
Do they just mostly get owned?
No, actually.
Ooh, so we just got the rookie squad today, I see.
I guess. Like, I don't actually know how they're all just sucking that bad, but so at least in terms of the story, like, they should be able to stop the burglars, especially because, like, our world is, like, 7 locations big. And the police force is one of those, and they have, like, a huge building and lots of people, so...
I mean, like, in Scrapland, they had that thing where, like, 1/9 of the entire world is the police headquarters, but as a result, police are everywhere.
Yeah.
Absolutely everywhere.
I think there are very few days in this game where you don't see the police in some aspect. And there's even one section where they have to try to restore public approval of them. Which is... that hits hard. That's real. Their way to do it is kind of questionable, but c'est la vie.
You know, is what it is.
Yeah, and I don't like them in this game most of the time because I think they are unfair to the protagonist. But I'm also the protagonist, so I'm a little biased.
I mean, same in Scrapland, so fair enough, I guess.
Also, I'm gonna warn people right now, if you're tuning into this LP to see a lot of different custom robos, you're not gonna see a lot of different custom robos, at least from me. Because once I get, like, one part of my build, that's all I'm gonna change. Because there's one specific base, like body, and once I have that, I'm basically set. And you get it relatively early on.
Well, I mean, if that's your best build, then that's your best build.
I don't even know if it's the best one, it's just the one I have the most fun with. So they'll get into this eventually, but there are different models. Like there's the bulky dude, there's the dude who flies in the air better, there's the ground dude, and then there's the ninja dude, where you can literally teleport. Guess which one I like.
Okay. Okay, police. Police, please.
Yeah, come on, guys. Police squad's not doing a thing. That's right. Oh, we get parts. We get new custom Robo parts.
Well, thank goodness that the burglar just is
waiting for
not
us.
doing anything. Yeah, he's just having a good day.
That happens a lot with the villains in this game. Like, and they'll commentate on it a few times. Harry will start talking to you, and they'll be like, "Hey, we're like fighting here, guys. Like, what are you doing?" And I think a couple of times they're actually like, "Hey, that's information I can use." You're like, "Oh, Harry,
well,
Harry."
Perfect.
Yeah. At least this guy's kind of tired. He's doing that one animation.
So we need that robot, the one that I have.
The one that we have, yeah.
That's
no. The one that we eye scanned, and therefore are the only people who can use it. Yeah.
Now, yeah. Too bad they didn't finish it.
Yeah, that's too bad, but it's perfectly functional. Oops. So yeah, apparently, according to this tutorial, we weren't supposed to move where we start the battle until this tutorial. Oh.
Well, why are you just so ahead of the game?
I just pressed buttons and things happened. How am I supposed to know?
I think Fizz made a joke about that once. Like, he's just pressing buttons, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, that is a sentence. That is a sentence.
I am making a point of not paying too much attention to him at this exact moment.
That's how you play the game. That is what you want to do. So these are how we change our robos. And we got a new pods. I think it was pods? Or maybe it was bombs? No, it was pods. So I figured let's equip them, because 2 is better than 1. I think I changed...
Is this the part where we get smeared all over the sides of the arena because we're flying too hard?
No. Why would you think that?
So, I think I did miss it. How do you affect what your time will be of escape?
Well, so it's initially random, somewhere between 1 and 5.
Yeah.
And then once you're on the ground, you mash buttons.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think there's a way to influence it before. If there is, I've played this game like 4 times and I haven't figured it out. So I could just be dumb. And if I'm dumb, the comments will tell me. Because that's what 8-bit comments do.
Yeah.
But I think it's random initially, and then you can then you mash to influence it and try to get out faster.
Okay, that's fair.
You can see what the number is kind of going to be when you're just picking where you are going. So
you would want to choose to go far away if it's a large number?
Yeah. But it'll be a couple different from that by the time it actually settles, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So you have to try to plan for that, but I am dumb and don't care enough, so I just kind of guess.
We would play this game very differently.
Yeah. So we just got the 3-way gun, which is the only other gun I'm going to use for this entire playthrough. Oops.
Good.
There are better quote-unquote guns, but I didn't want them and I didn't care. Hey look, another female we introduced from the legs up. That's so weird.
Well, she's making eyes at a very expressive... I've already forgotten his name.
Harry?
Harry, that guy.
But what is their relationship to one another? It's gonna ask us. We get to pick.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know. And it really matters what our option is.
It's really bothering me that something's coming out of his nose in his normal pick.
I like it. It's not about the money. Money we will never see. And then there's this.
Why can't she pay for our training? Oh well.
Why would she do that? So this is Roy. He hates Harry. I love him.
I mean, I'm not saying that I love him for those same reasons, but I mean, he's not upsetting me at this exact moment.
The visuals don't upset you yet?
I have not been upset by these visuals yet.
He's like the most stoic character in this game, so you'll probably wind up liking him.
Okay, good.
But we also don't see him a ton.
Mira seems decently stoic when she's not being flirty.
She was okay.
She was being flirty.
She was not being flirty.
Oh, she was not? Okay.
No. So these are the options.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Was your brother?
She's sister. So yeah, she was not being flirty.
Okay.
Unless you want to read into that, which is fine, because that's what English in college is all about, is reading into things, even if it's not there.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And that's why when we finally decide that video games are art, and we can study them in college, we can do that.
Video games will never be art except for the void.
No.
How dare you do this to me?
I have to love Roger Ebert as a film critic because I am a film critic. And therefore, his opinion on a medium he never actually participated in matters a whole great deal to me, and should to all video gamers.
Martyr. Martyr, please.
I don't know if I said that with enough sarcasm / deadpan.
I got it.
Okay, good.
But still, please.
I still think it was really funny that a whole bunch of video gamers, and I mean a whole bunch of them,
oh, I saw.
really
I was
care
there.
about this 60-year-old dude's opinion on things he'd never touched.
I remember reading an article from him afterwards where he's like, "Yeah, so everyone kept sending me video games, and I don't care."
And he even said that. He's like, "Why do you care about my opinion on this?" Rest in peace,
because... Rest in peace, Roger Ebert, because video games are art.
Yeah. I mean, sure. That's fine.
I mean, look at Harry's face right now. That's
art. But that's also anime.
oh.
And I don't know if we can go
fair.
so far as to say anime is art. Let's not get crazy here. Oh, by the way, we finally get to pick our name.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I just went with Martyr because
anime is bad.
we don't have enough space.
Dang it!
I know.
I like how we're a couple nerds like
hate anime.
doing a let's play, and somehow we both kind of hate anime.
Also, this game is kind of anime-ish, but I love it. Also, anime being bad is more of a bit than actually a real belief, but also anime is terrible.
I mean,
and if you like it, you're a bad person.
Oh, same with video games, right?
Yeah.
Video games are the worst.
If you like video games... I'm not going to finish that sentence because I want to keep my YouTube channel.
Man, I cannot wait for the new people who don't know this in-joke already.
It's not an in-joke, it's just the truth. It's just facts. I didn't write for a video game website for no reason. It was to get inside information on the video gamers.
Oh, you were on the right one, too.
I know. And that site is not a site that we're going to mention, because...
Nope.
Legally speaking, I'm not allowed to say anything bad about it.
And just my sanity speaking, I just don't want to.
That's
so...
fair. So yeah, in case we missed the parts generator thing, it told us again, because this game is for children.
Okay.
Even though it's rated T. It's actually rated T. Can you believe this game is rated T?
What for?
I don't know. It doesn't have any profanity. You've already seen the sexiest character. The violence is robot on robot violence.
Maybe they were like worried that the extremely realistic visuals would be effective.
Maybe. I mean, this is 2004. ESRB has changed a lot since then, and just general rating systems have gotten a lot more lenient since then. Like, if this came out nowadays, it would be E10.
It would be. Yeah, E10 at max, possibly even E, honestly.
I mean, there are some things in this game, like someone dies once. It has flat Earth propaganda.
Wait, I what? What?
We'll get there.
See.
That is what we call a teaser, my good sir.
Oh my gosh. I've just been watching Wolfie videos recently, so I'm ready to fall out of my chair any moment, anytime someone says flat Earth.
Is that a name I'm supposed to know?
Okay, yeah, fair enough. You probably don't.
Is that a person?
Yeah, he's currently like the target of flat Earth YouTube because he's too good at telling them they suck.
I mean, isn't Flat Earth do that? Isn't Flat Earth like a self-owning group?
Yeah, but he like owns them even harder than that. It's remarkable.
That's good.
Oh, Harry, Harry, please.
Yeah, I know. Is that the third time? Like, we get it. It's really weird that these tutorials, they repeat, I think most of them at least twice throughout the game.
Just in case.
I mean, yeah, it is for children. I played this when I was an age.
A real video game like Myst didn't even have a tutorial.
Yeah, but this is a good game.
Ow! How dare!
My grandfather played the Myst games, okay?
Yes, and so did my, not grandfather, but like my father and his brothers.
My grandfather is actually the one that got me into video games, but he never got me into Myst because I was like 4 and he's like, this is too hard for you. And I'm like, probably. And then he gave me Broken Sword and I was like, okay. So
I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know how I feel about that.
I feel like
That's odd.
Broken Sword is like more difficult.
It is. Myst is actually not very difficult
Yeah.
if you could do any other adventure game.
Also, Broken Sword is like rated T and I was like 4.
I was about to say, first T-rated game I played was like Psychonauts when I was, I don't know, like 14.
Nice. You were actually above the 13 plus.
And I only played my first M-rated game, Mass Effect, when I was 17.
Wow,
when
you're
I was
just such a
17
good
plus. Yep, yeah.
So this is all tutorial stuff that you're not allowed to skip. They will not let you leave this part of the area without talking to every scientist and bothering them and making them delay their jobs, which is kind of mean, actually.
Now, to be perfectly fair, I've worked a janitorial job, and I would love it if other workers
They're not
just
janitors,
talked to
though.
me
They're
and wasted my time.
scientists.
They're picking up trash.
That's because the burglars were here,
I know, so it's a janitorial thing they got going on right now.
I guess.
And I would have loved it if people just talked to me and made it so I didn't have to pick up trash.
They're not doing a very good job of picking it up either. That guy's just kind of hovering over it. That's like, have you seen the video in Quantum of Solace where there's an extra who's pretending to sweep on the ground and he doesn't actually touch the ground? It's pretty great. He's doing air sweeping in the background of the shot.
Oh, that's really bad.
It's great. And you just go, that's why that movie sucked.
Yeah, that is specifically
That is the
why.
sole reason. Quantum of Solace is a great movie apart from that.
I never saw Quantum of Solace.
I actually don't hate it. I think people hated it mostly because they just were expecting another Casino Royale, and you can't expect everything to be the best.
I mean, I watched Skyfall and liked it, and I was told I was an idiot for that. So you know, I don't have correct James Bond opinions.
Skyfall is like one of the best received ones, though.
Every single person I talked to hated it.
Really? No, like Spectre sucked, but Skyfall is really
Yeah,
good.
Spectre I was middling on.
Well, Spectre was dumb because they're like, hey, let's shoehorn in a shared universe that we haven't done anything to establish up to this point.
Wait, which shared universe?
Well, like all of the Bond villains all were because of this one dude now. It's like a half
See, that's the main problem is that Spectre, I don't remember any of it. I don't remember any of the plot. That's the main problem. Whereas Skyfall, at least I remember the plot.
Yeah, well, Spectre was just kind of really, really dumb. But no, it was, so like the previous Daniel Craig Bond movies, all of those villains did their villainy thing because of this one dude.
Oh, okay.
Which
That's
had
definitely how that
previously had
works,
no
yeah.
hint about him at all, and is not a thing.
Oh yeah, and
you
then
have
all
to
of a
lay
sudden,
that groundwork in order for it to work. That's why Marvel has been successful. That's why the Dark Universe made it one whole movie.
I'm still salty about that. I wanted to see Dark Universe Hunchback of Notre Dame.
I wanted to see Tom Cruise as the Mummy, and we never got to really see that. So
That is trash. It's true.
that is why in the next Mission Impossible movie, they need to go to the pyramids and get infected by a curse so Tom Cruise can actually be the Mummy.
What are you gonna do if they actually do that?
I'm gonna ask for my royalty check. I'm gonna be like, why did you watch this episode 1 of Custom Robo LP on YouTube.com and steal my idea? That is why I need to get this out there as soon as possible so that they can't say that they wrote the script first.
All right. Well, we're working on it.
This episode is going up yesterday.
Okay, good to know. So, all right. So the lab techs, they're
tutorial tags. They are telling us nothing.
Okay, I've been paying no attention to them.
That's how you play this game. If it wasn't
Okay,
for
good-
this
good
LP,
to know.
if it wasn't for me trying to make sure that people don't get mad at me for skipping a lot of dialogue, you mash A as fast as you can to get away from these dudes.
I mean, it's good LP etiquette
Yeah,
to at least let them run.
yeah. And it
Holy
was
cow!
hard.
We spent 6 minutes talking to those dudes.
It was awful. So we did it, and we now have a custom robo, so now he can't say no to us getting hired. So
I don't know what happened out there, but Linda just called and told me to hire him.
Yep. I love the facial reactions. I just love them.
Well, thank goodness he's being controlled by Martyr, who's good at this game.
I am good at this. I am good at video games, everyone. Until I die, in which case, flame me, I guess. We don't use flame as a word anymore much.
You just broke my mind, and there's only 15 seconds of LP left. How could you do this to me at this exact moment?
I'm really, really sorry. But, guess what we'll do? We'll talk about it next time.
I feel flame.